Hi everybody, my name is Jessica and this is my channel Plant Hooker. Now we're doing another dishonorable mention today. See if we can save him. This is my Crocodile Fern, or Alligator Fern, or Crocodilus Fern, or its Latin name, which is Microsorum muscifolica crocodilus. Yeah. It's part of the same type of fern family that like bird's nest ferns are in, only the difference is it has like these like scales, very similar to alligators and crocodiles, or even fish on its leaves. Now, the reason why mine is like this is two reasons. One, this is a high humidity fern, so it was in my bathroom. Hi, Demeter. Demeter's having pajama free time today. And two, over the winter time, the bathroom door had been left open a couple of times because nobody remembers to close it, and the wood stove is going, and the leaves dried out and crisp. So I'm hoping that today, because some of the new ones that are coming in, where are you? Oh no, it's all over here. This guy right here, I can get it to push up. No, I can't. Because some of the new leaves are starting to come in nice. And I overwatered him during spring. So when I was working a lot and like water, go, I ended up overwatering him. So I'm hoping that changing the soil today will help. Oh, I forgot to go dump him too, because there's still a lot of water in this. Oops, well, we'll just, there, I'll be done with it. This cover pot is just a plain plastic cover pot that you can find at Sobeys. So nothing special about it. And I purchased him, when now? Where are we? We're June? I think it was either January or December that I purchased him. And I bought him from the local flower shop, L'Atelier Rio. And so we're going to see if we can save him today. And I'll do a little bit of talking about him. Yeah. Just do this. So yeah, Crocodilus Fern, or Crocodile Fern is what the majority of people call him. And these guys are native to Australia. Oh, you are really bad. Some nice new soil will, look, it took on, it like gelled into the same shape as the pot. Yeah, I really did overwater you a lot. I'm so sorry. It looks like you got like spider webs in here. Is that spider web or is that spider mites? No? Yes? Oh, and it looks like you got soil mites. That could be a contributing factor. Hooray! So we're definitely gonna bin this dirt. It doesn't look like it's really good soil either so hopefully the tropical soil will do good. And I think it was regular spider webs, which will explain why the spider, my bird cloth, was in here, because the soil mites. But yeah, I definitely overwatered him. Because really, a lot of sites and plant apps say that this is a high water intake plant. But in my experience, he's not. I would say he's more closer to like the lemon button fern, where you only need to water him when he's a moisture meter level 3, because I find that, yeah, like this is overwatered. Because there's some places that say, oh, you gotta water these guys every 2 days, and it's like, that's a lot. No. No. So once I cut him down, because when I'm not working, because crab slowed down in May, and by then he was like pretty in sad shape. So I slowed him down to once a week to a week and a half, and I started watering him when he was a moisture meter level 3, and that seemed to make a difference. But lately I've been back at work doing an office shift, so I was back to water, go. So we're going to make an attempt to save him today and see how that works. See what we can do. I almost feel like just trying this out somehow. Or what I might do is when I replace the soil, I won't water him until tomorrow. I think that's what I might do. Yeah. But you can fertilize these guys. You can use the all-purpose and the fertilizer that's strictly for green plants. And you can do it probably between every 2 weeks to once a month, I'd say. Okay, you two. Demeter and Diaz are there. And as I mentioned, these are a high humidity plant. So that's why he's in my bathroom, where it's the highest humidity room in the house. Hey, hey, hey! Somebody grabbed somebody's ear a little too hard. Yes. A lot of these I think are dead roots. Yeah, so during the winter time when the wood stove is going, I'll mist him about every 2 days. This time of year I might mist him once a week. Yeah. Do not clean them. He does not like to be cleaned for some odd reason. That was another factor, I believe, in his going brown, because I cleaned him with my solution for like pests when I first got him, and at first I didn't think he minded it, but then when I was doing it like once a month, then he seemed to start minding it, so then I had to like pull back and stop. I really need my rake, I think. Nope, shovel, rake. Just to get some of this stuff in here. Now, when it comes to sunlight, these guys prefer part sun, part shade, unless you have like a certain type of window. Like, I used to have him away from the east-facing window. I found that he didn't quite like that. So when I put him in the east-facing window, I put him to the right of the window, so then as the sun is going by, he'll get that bright morning light, and then it's shade the rest of the day. Because direct sunlight will burn these leaves, and he's never received direct sunlight, so I'm hoping that given a little bit more light, especially Actually, morning light might help them a bit more. Now when it comes to temperatures, the best temperatures for these guys are between 15 and 23 degrees Celsius, which is probably why he doesn't like the wood stove. And they are a hardiness zone 10. So this guy, or is it 9? No, hardiness zone 9. So this guy can only go outside between June and September. But they have been known, when potted, to survive as temperatures as low as -6. So if you're in North America and your power goes out, and you don't have a wood stove for backup heat, and like some people have to go to like a special place, or like a Red Cross center or something, or your local fire department, when the power goes out to stay warm, then you don't have to worry about this guy croaking. Wow, this is really soaked. That's bad. I was a bad plant mom. Very bad plant mom. Very, very bad plant mom. Yeah. Now, you can repot these guys every year. Like, when I first got, that's the same pot that he was in when I first bought him, because he didn't have any roots coming out the bottom, so there was no point in repotting him. But you can repot them every year, and the best, maybe not up pot them if they don't have the roots up, but like change the soil. And the best soils for these guys is, of course, the tropical, cocoa coir, and peat. Again, I would stick more towards the cocoa coir because peat isn't as sustainable as cocoa coir. But to each their own. So yeah, so if because he's a hardiness zone 9, these guys tend to be very sensitive to drafts. Wow, that's pretty bad. New soil will definitely make a load of difference. Yeah, so if you have a drafty window, don't put them in it. Oh, that's pretty good. That was a good shot right there. Now when it comes to pests, well, other than just finding the soil mites right now, I've personally never had to deal with pests with this guy, but they can be plagued with mealybugs, spider mites, scale, and aphids. I'm not sure about thrips because it didn't say anything about thrips, but as I said before, where I've seen sites say thrips don't bother them, but then I catch them on my plants that they say that it wouldn't be bothering them. So do what that information as you wish. Now when it comes to other common problems, like ones that I didn't mention before, these guys can also suffer from a rotting base, and that's from water pooling in the middle. Like I said before, these guys are very closely related to like the bird's nest ferns, so they do have like a rosette, and that can be a factor in a rotting base if you have the water pooling around it too much. Let's see. Yellowing leaves are pretty much older leaves. Like these guys, like the old leaves will turn yellow before they fall off. Unlike some plants where they just kind of brown, these guys will turn yellow. But if it's like an all the time kind of thing, like it's not like a leaf here or there, but it's like more than one at a time, then that's a sign of overwatering. Okay. Shriveling leaves, like where they shrivel up, that is a sign of underwatering. So these guys will let you know when they're thirsty. And like I said, the browning part, that is one of the common problems, and that's low humidity. So hopefully we can get him to come back. Got the earthworm castings in, it's just the Pure Life soil. And I think that is it. And back in his little power pot he goes. So fingers crossed that he makes it. So I'm trying to think. Out of all the dishonorable mentions that I've done so far, the String of Hearts has died. The Maidenhair Fern is doing good. The Majesty Palm looked like he was gonna croak because he just went whoa and started crisping and yellowing, and then I see some new growth coming, so it's like, oh, maybe we'll be okay and I won't have to go get a 5th one. So fingers crossed. Who else did I do? I can't remember if I did anybody else. Like dishonorable mentions. Can't think of anybody right now, but I do have one more left to go after this. My Frosty Fern. I'm pretty sure I overwatered him too, and he suffered low humidity because of the door being forgotten open. So yeah. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. Everybody has a right to their opinion. But if you really like the video, subscribe. And as always, live long, plant on.